Booyah! We are in business. It is shooting a video. My face is not correctly in the middle of the video, and it's kind of dark, which is way darker than it is right now. Just 1 second while we try and figure out the technical difficulties here. That's darker. We want it lighter. Now see, the thing is, if I set the ISO and I set it brighter, then it's all like white as fuck. So whatever. So Skullk, why are you doing this video? I don't know, actually, to be honest. I have no idea why I'm doing this video. Actually, I do. Why are you doing this video, and from the strange angle as well? Well, I didn't feel like putting up the tripod. And frankly, I'm not sure where it is. Maybe it's in the closet, I don't know. And the other question people might be asking is, why aren't you doing a drawing video? And why has it been 2 months since your previous video? What is wrong with you, Skullk? Exactly that. That is what is wrong with me. So every time I thought to myself, okay, I need to post a video. Then I was like, okay, that needs to be a drawing video. And then it was like, but that will take forever. And it's like, I don't really want to do that. And it's like, it's so tedious. And I don't really want to do a video like that. And it's just like, okay, well, what other video do you want to do? Well, I'll just do one like this, shooting my face, you know? Not shooting my face. That would be weird. Shooting my face with a camera. Eh? Okay. And then I'm like, okay, well, if I post that, I'll lose subscribers because people keep subscribing for the freaking artwork. And I feel like I have discussed this same subject like 4 or 5 times in 6 different videos. Very limited in the videos that I can post because I can only post videos about art. Like basically for all the time before this video and before the Outlast videos, I've basically been doing the freaking drawing videos. Blanco writes, "May I please have one? I've been wanting one since you started doing these, but with my luck, I knew you would never pick me." So those of you who are true fans might be knowing what I'm talking about. Yes. So Skullk, why are you doing this video? I don't know. I just felt like, you know, I need to post something. And how did I do it when things were very productive? Excuse me. How did I used to do it? What I used to do was I just turned the camera on and just looked at it, and then what happened. So that's what currently is happening. Yes, indeed. Now we're doing this, and I thought I'd talk about my weird and strange accent, because that is a question, or I don't know if people ask me about it a lot. I just ask myself. One comment I do get a lot, however, is, "You sound like PewDiePie." He low-key sounds like PewDiePie. Barras! And all that stuff, you know? And that's why I want to talk about context and influence. The other day, I watched this movie. It is a dope movie. It's called The Arrival. If you haven't seen it, it will blow your freaking mind and kill you. Especially if you're into like linguistic stuff. If you are a teacher that gives some sort of language at a school, this will blow your freaking mind. It's dope. And it really got me interested in languages and stuff. Throughout the movie, they speak this weird fart language to the people.
I have something I need you to translate for me.
Is that?
And it's something. It sounds like stomach pain, but it's pretty cool. But it's a language, and I'm sure like there are many other languages that sound like stomach pain to other people on Earth, you know. Or like some sort of disease. And then I thought to myself, man, I want to learn every freaking language on Earth. And then I was like, you know what, let's do the next best thing and like revise the accents thing, because I did a video a while ago. It's almost 2 years ago, actually. I think it is actually 2 years ago. I'm not sure. I did a video on 20 accents, and that got a lot of views and stuff, and people really liked it. And one of my friends posted it on Facebook. And that's another thing, friends. See, because when I'm doing these videos, I think in the context of YouTube, like all of the YouTube videos I've ever seen in like the internet, and what do people speak, how do they speak, and if I were to speak in front of an audience of people like this, how would I speak? And that is pretty much, I would speak like this. It's not the same as how people speak here in South Africa, especially white Afrikaans people like me. Like when they speak English, they talk like this. They don't pronounce English very well, and they speak very strangely. And I have a kind of American accent when I speak on the internet, because I'm speaking in the context of the internet. And when I think of the context of YouTube, I just think freaking everyone sounds like an American, except Boy in the Band. He's dope. I don't really have that many influences in English because I don't speak English all that often in real life here. The only time when I speak English is when I'm in an Uber and I don't really know what to say, and then I just speak like an Afrikaans person because I just want to make it clear to that person I'm an Afrikaans person. This is my culture. I don't speak like this because otherwise people are like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "No, I'm from like down the street, and they're like, what the hell? And then that's not how things work. When I'm speaking, I usually speak in the context of whoever I'm speaking to. If I speak to my friend Dominic on Skype, I start speaking like I'm speaking right now, because I'm speaking in a slight American accent because he is American and I just want to relate to what he's saying. And that's a really strange thing I do, is when I'm speaking to people, I start picking up their accent and then start doing their accent while speaking to them, and they think that's really weird, and I'm just like, no, I'm trying to relate to what you're saying. And it's like a subconscious thing. I don't even notice I'm doing it. Like when I'm speaking to an Australian person, I start talking like this and they start talking like that, and like koalas and kangaroos and Sheila and Bruce and all that. I'm not even remotely Australian, and like we're both down under, but they're like on the other side of the planet. So that's weird. I do that. I kind of like pick up the accent of whatever I'm speaking as. And that's funny, because if you're imitating Americans, you don't sound like an American to an American, because Americans sound like Americans to Americans when they are true Americans. So if you're trying to do an Australian accent to an Australian person, why are you trying to mock me? I'm like, no, I'm just starting to speak like you because I'm trying to, like, you know, speak to you, and you speak like that, so I want to speak like you so I can relate to you and stuff. And it's like a subconscious thing, because ever since I was young, I've been doing accents, and I've been focusing so much on doing the actual accents that I lost my own accent. Kind of, sort of. Whoever I'm speaking to, the accent starts sounding like theirs. And what does my African accent sound like? I don't know. When I speak like this, I sound like I'm from South Africa. And that's the proper South African accent, is the one that sounds like this. Slightly British, because we were colonized by the British people. And I don't want to speak like that, because I don't feel like that's how I speak on the internet anyway. When I'm speaking to my English teacher, I start speaking like this, because she gets really angry at you when you start speaking like an American and you say can't. Because I say on the internet, I say can't, but when I speak in the class, or the class, when I start speaking in the class, I say can't. I can't say that. And when you say can't in the class, freaking Satan will go down on you like a bat from hell. In our school, like anyway, in our English class, I'm starting to pick up South African again. There's only two ways of speaking. There is the British South African way, and then there's the wrong way. I don't feel like that's fair, because what if we have like an Indian kid from freaking Mumbai or somewhere come into our class, and he starts speaking like this, ma'am, and he doesn't really understand. Is she gonna tell him you're speaking wrong? No, she's not, because I will be racist. See, what's happening in the context of freaking everything around us, like media and television and all that, is like accents are kind of dying. And the reason everyone is switching over to American accents is because America sort of governs media at the moment. They have freaking Hollywood and all that stuff. So what's happening to my generation is we grew up with all these movies, all these Shrek and Disney movies. We start speaking like that because that's our context of English. We don't hear it anywhere else. We just hear it on the television or on YouTube or whatever, like me. And then we start speaking like that, and then people are like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you not speaking like a South African? It's like, because I haven't heard South African English since, I don't know, since ever. And the only time I hear South African English is when I'm in the English class, you see, and that's for like half an hour tops a day. See, I would have said half an hour or half an hour. I don't really care how people say things, as long as I can get the message across, I can understand it. So I don't know why I changed my accent when I'm speaking to the internet. Maybe it's for like, I don't know, comedic stuff. I don't know. It's like a subconscious thing. Like all of my accent stuff is subconscious. That's why it's so difficult for me to like hold off an accent while I'm speaking to someone who's not speaking like me. If I start speaking to an Indian person, I start talking like this, you know. It's just the weirdest thing. Like I don't really watch too many South African things on the internet. Like there's like one South African YouTuber which is like worth watching. That's me. And then there's Casper Lee. He's a big deal. And he has the actual South African accent because he grew up with an English accent in South Africa because he lived in Cape Town. I think Cape Town, or Natal, I don't know. He's an English speaking person. As far as I understand, he does not speak Afrikaans. Therefore, he got the influence from his parents and friends of English, and it just ingrained into his head. And that's like what's weird with me, because I don't have any sort of English ingrained into my head. I just have all of them. So whenever I can just switch over to another accent, I do it subconsciously most of the time. It's all about context and influence. My influence is freaking everything. It's the media. This video has basically been, this video is, I don't know how long it is, but I've been speaking for basically half an hour now, just pouring out and it's like therapy. It's like the camera is like you people are like my therapy. I'm therapeutically speaking to you. And that's really weird because it's kind of a personal thing, and I'm just posting it on the internet so people I know can see it. It's really weird. I don't really care if people see personal things of me when they're on the other side of the planet. I don't really care because it doesn't really influence me all that much. But if people from my school or whatever see this video and that's just, I don't know, I don't like that. I don't like if they can see what I say on the internet and then they can talk to me about it. Then again, I don't really care. I don't really care what people think. Sometimes I do, but I think the next video is going to be caring about what other people think. That's a very interesting topic, something I care very much about. So yes, this has been Skullk rambling like an idiot, not being very interesting or funny and or drawing. Double sneeze. So yeah, thank you for watching this. If you watched the whole thing, I don't know why you would. I would. I don't know if I would. I don't know what. I don't care. I don't know. Thank you for watching the Skullk totally losing his mind, because that's been happening for a while now. When you turn 18, you lose your mind. So, and yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. If I post, I won't take 2 months. I promise I won't take 2 months to post the next video. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. And back.